You very excited for that. So while they're just finishing up, we're going to get a few more donations in. We have a $15 donation from Lionhead Nurgle. Hopefully I said that right. This says a short hike is such a beautiful game. I'm glad I watched this run on my birthday. Oh my gosh, happy birthday! Thank you everyone for what you were doing. Can everybody in chat please say happy birthday to Lionhead? That's wonderful. We also have a $200 donation from Ronan Raven, who says, I love GDQ and RPG Limit Break. I appreciate everything about these events. You are all amazing. Keep it up. Always want to mention the wonderful donations, even from the anonymous. Remember that amazing anonymous person, whoever that is, getting an additional $250 donation in. Thank you, anonymous, and a $200 donation. No comments. You know, sometimes it's okay to just support MSF from the sidelines. It's no matter what, you're doing a wonderful, amazing thing. And thank you so much for that. We are ready now for our Baba Is You True Ending Run by Punchy. Have a great time, Punchy. Good luck. You're going to do amazing.
Hello everyone, I'm Punchy, this is Baba Is You, a game that took me 30 hours to complete for the true ending casually. I will now do it in 27 minutes. Amazing. Joining me on this journey will be...
Hi, I'm Will. I'm annoying.
That he is. Thank you, Will, for that. Off to a brilliant start already. Okay, so a little preamble for the run, so the crowd isn't completely lost. So in the settings, the thing that makes this run is this setting here called Input Repeat Delay. Essentially, that decreases the amount of time it takes for the game to process a subsequent input after you've already put one in. For the speedrun, we turn it down to its lowest setting, so at the lowest setting, the game becomes incredibly twitchy and will process inputs about as fast as you can think through them. And as a sort of like brief explanation of how the rules work of Baba, because you're going to be even more lost than you doubtlessly will be if I don't do this. This is Baba Is You. This white sheep-looking thing over here, that's Baba. Baba is you. When something is you, I can control them using the arrow keys and also the WASD keys, because 2 sets of movement keys means I can go twice as fast. Flag is win. If I touch something that's win, I win the game, or I win the stage, rather. But I can push these rules around to make new rules. I can make flag is you. Now I control the flag. Ooh, excellent, that. If I touch the flag, the stages win, we move on to the next stage. That's the basic gist of how the game works. There are many, many rules to uncover. We will rattle through them as quickly as we possibly can, probably fail because this run is way too dense. So I'm going to make the bold assumption that the producers are ready to just start the timer whenever, so... Count of 4. Oh, this drumstick's right back. We are Sex Baba! We're here to go fast and solve puzzles and stuff! 1, 2, 3, 4! Start!
I can't believe you said like 2 weeks ago. You said
I'm pushing the wall. Make wall is win. Make flag is win. There we go. Cross that. Out of reach. We're going to push the rocks into the water. Go through. Create rock is win. Touch the rock. Beat that stage. We're already 3 stages in. Off limits. We're going to make wall is you. Then I can touch the flag that's on the other side of the skulls that would otherwise kill us, and we enter our first hubble, which is the lake. Icy waters. So this introduces, well, sync was introduced a stage ago, but the jelly can be synced. We push that text through to make a path for us to touch the flag. Turns, we're going to make star is push. Except we're not going to do that because I can't menu correctly. Then I'm going to get this is over here to make crab is Baba is you, creating an extra Baba on the outside that can touch the flag because there can be 2 Babas at the same time. All right, pillar yard, we're going to turn ourselves into pillar. So we're going to push that pillar through the stars that would ordinarily kill us, then we're going to make pillar is you, which allows us to touch the flag. Affection, we're going to turn all these KKs, which are the orange dudes, into love, which enables us to win the stage almost immediately. Brick wall introduces us to turning something into you and win at the same time, because if you are win, you win. Funny that. Locked in, we're going to turn all the walls into jellyfish, and then we're going to make the jellies win and touch the wall, which wins that stage. Ripping through it at quite the pace. Changeless, so we're going to make things multiple objects at the same time in this stage. We're going to make rock is flag is rock, which causes it to rapidly judder between rock and flag at the same time. Flag still wins the stage, of course. Jelly is Baba, creating a fresh Baba down there. We can get this flag all the way to flag is win, clearing the lake. We are 1 minute and a half in, and I've already beaten the first world. By the way, the drumstick bounced off the floor and cracked my monitor. Not even kidding. I mean, the monitor's fine. No. Like it's not broken, but like it bounced off the floor. I'm not even kidding. Like that bounced quite a distance. I threw that really hard. Rose is red, Violet's is blue, flag is win, Baba is you. Yeah, I know, right? Put too much effort into it. Okay, so float. When something is float, it's not touching the floor. So things that aren't, like float touches each other, but things that aren't float can't touch things that are float. So we got to make Baba, we're going to turn all the water into Baba here, so float isn't even in the picture for that part of the puzzle here. For this one, I actually have to like obey the normal puzzle rules and make Baba is float, get it across, then unbreak Baba is float so that I can get across there. Bridge building. So we got to push these rocks. We can make the rocks into us. At the same time, we control Baba, and I have to make a path, except on movement. There we go. Excellent. Bridge building. The rocks are a red herring on this one. The rocks are float. They can't touch the water, so we have to use the text instead to make a path. Just like that. Easy as pie. So victory spring. The water isn't sink at the moment, but it will be as soon as we break text is float. Oh wait, it is. There we go. To extract win from the center, creating Baba is you is win. Extra 2 bridges. We're going to take control of the rocks this time. Press 1 too many times. There we go. Extract flag is win out of the corner there. Create rock is you is win, thus winning the stage because we are the rock. And that's the second world done. So the goal for the first half of this run is we're just going to rattle through world clears as quickly as humanly possible, and then the midpoint, the run takes a turn because we're going for true ending. Any percent can be achieved in 5 minutes. True ending takes about 20 because you have to clear the secret world. Not just the secret world, but the secret world. It's quite a trip. Okay, so this introduces teleport to the game. When there's teleport, things that are teleport will teleport objects between them, including you, including verbs, including everything. This level introduces a new thing, pull, which is when an object is near me. Push that too far in the corner. When an object is near me, and I move away from it, it will follow me because I'm pulling it. It's intuitive. So I've got to pull the key over to the box, which reveals a flag, which allows me to get through. Rocky road. Gonna create a sentence that only is active every other teleport tick, and then mash through it like that. You can also wait turns in this game by using the spacebar, so that's nice. Create Baba is teleport. Create Baba is teleport. Teleport the key over there. Except don't do that because I didn't unmake key as push, excuse me. There we go. Excellent. Yeah, I was having to communicate objects between the two Babas there. Not there. This one introduces the modifier not. When something is not something, it's not something. So if fence is not stop, it doesn't stop me. So I can walk through and create Baba is win, just like that. But this not has an interesting modifier, which is that things can be not something. So this level, I have to make boxes not push. And if something is not push, it is push, which means I can push these boxes to create a path through to get to me, which clears the stage. Even less there. Create one more usage of not. An easy usage of not. It's like, wait, if something is not, doesn't that mean you can just make every, like, not fence is win? Except this is too close to the edge. But yes. Not fence is win. We're not a fence, meaning we win. Amazing. My greatest accomplishment today was not being a fence.
In the bottom right corner of the map screen, you might notice the terms Baba is you, flag is win. There is no Baba, no flag on this screen. We'll get there.
This stage introduces weak. When something is weak and it collides an object that isn't weak, it'll destroy itself. So we're going to make things weak to break our way through to the flag is win in the corner there. Tunnel vision. This introduces has. When something has something, it creates a copy of whatever it has when it is destroyed. So if something has itself, it becomes effectively invulnerable, which creates infinite copies of itself. So we're going to turn ourselves into a box real fast. Love to be a box. Love is hot. When something is hot, it melts things that are melts. So we're going to make the box melt. Love becomes hot, which melts the box, creating a flag, which enables us to complete the stage. Love is out there. Compound sentences, baby. We're going to make big sentences. So we're going to make key is push. We're going to make box has key and box is weak, which means the box will create infinite keys, enabling us to clear the level. Perilous gang. So we're going to shove these ghosts in this way. Things that are pushed store the direction they're pushed in when they start moving, so that pushes the is move across, creating skull is move, which enables us to create a path to make skull is win, enabling us to complete the stage by touching a skull. Walls of gold. We're going to turn all the walls into rocks, and then we're going to turn the rock into win, and then we're going to make the rock is you, which will complete the stage, thus clearing that whole hub board again. 4 down. Rattling through these, like just woof.
It slows down eventually.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Well, if you ever have a second for donations, let me know. This is a lot.
It is a lot.
It's a lot to take
Okay,
in.
so flower garden. This introduces conditions, so we can now flag make moon. and we can make these moons open, which will open a path through the grass that would ordinarily kill us when we make Baba as win. I still died, there we go. Touch Baba, win the stage. One too many. Condition. So we are KK, which is the orange thing over here. So we need to make grass on KK is key, which creates keys for us to use to open this door, which enables us to get to the flag, which wins the stage. Easy, easy. Okay, so sorting facility. The goal for this one is we want to make belt on rock is shift. So I have to finagle this a little bit. There's like a preferred order for this, but I never remember what it is. Belt on rock is shift. The rock touches the water, turns into a key because rock on water is key. Open the door, complete the stage. Relaxing spot. This is one where we're going to make rock on text is push. So we're going to create this text to overlap this rock, which enables us to push both of them. Getting flag is win in the corner there, completing that stage. And that's another whole hub world down. That one only takes 4 stages to complete. It's a relatively small one. Our goal is to complete 7 hub worlds. So we're completing the shortest 7. You don't have to complete all of them to advance to the next stage of the game, but these are the fastest ones. I'm not getting these gate skips. You can skip these gates if you're fast enough. I'm not fast enough, unfortunate. Okay, so we're gonna make belt is push. These belts can become shift. We're gonna use that to shift the wall out of the way, because things that are shift will move other things that are overlapping shift. Just like that. Getting through there. Tool shed. No, I've picked the wrong level. Baba doesn't respond is not a stage we do in this run. Go away. Key is open, and we need the is shut here. This solve is unconventional. It was discovered fairly recently, actually. Wall is shut. We open this little top bit over here, then we can create wall is open, which deletes all the walls in the stage. They're all gone. Bye. And then we create Baba is you is win, clearing that level entirely. Patrol. So we're going to move all of this over here. Tree has tree. Thus, the tree creates another copy of itself when it's destroyed, and then we're going to make it sync, which will get rid of all these skulls. And I can then break the sentence, allowing me to get through and clear the stage. Keep out. This is another application of pull, but also the fungus up there has to be melted in order for the stage to be cleared. And the tree inexplicably is melt. I am a melt. Come on, there we go. Get going. All right, there we go. That's that one done. Moving floor. There's a couple of variants of this one. We have to plug gaps in the floor in order for us to move across and reach the end there, so we can make Baba is you. For a lot of these stages, I'm controlling KK rather than Baba, huh? Anyway, there we go. Getting through here, creating Baba is win. God, this hurts. Pressing too many buttons. Oh, dying. The bugs kill us if we touch them, so we gotta do this correct. This is a similar variant on the same sort of concept, except we're gonna push all these things so we can push this text down with us to plug the gap as we run across, and thus create Baba is win. Concrete goals. So we're going to get a belt, the belt being shift, to push a flag that is push back onto us as we move it onto the belt, causing it to overlap, because if it can't be pushed, it will overlap into us. This introduces swap, and it's over. Swap moves objects between each other. They refuse to overlap. They'll move, so we can exploit that here in order to get the flag to overlap us, and that's the hard part. Swap is done. That doesn't come up anymore. That mechanic is gone. And moving into Rocket Trip, which involves a lot of mechanics that I don't know how to articulate very well for the sake of giving my voice a break. All you will.
Oh boy. Okay, so for these first couple levels are fairly straightforward. We're gonna put a key between the phrase Baba is you and this key, so that we can use the key, use Baba is you as a kind of a bridge, and then still have it able to be us. This next level I want to explain, but I also actually want to explain the mechanic we're going to be seeing a lot more of later. So I'm going to introduce it as follows. Obviously, at this point in Baba, we've decided that anything could be anything, right? But what if nothing could be anything? Well, that's what empty is about. You have a bunch of empty spaces all over the board, right? So those empty spaces are like physical spaces. They can be something. So nothing can be a flag, for example. You can have flags all over the place. You can also, for example, make something into nothing. So you can make these doors empty, which is not the same as destroying them, but we don't really care about that. Anyway, we can also make Baba out of nothing, which is great. We can also become nothing, which is useful. We can push things out of the way when we're nothing, because nothing is a physical object. We can spawn ourselves from the ether of nothing, and we can turn ourselves into nothing in order to make big chains of us out of nothing. It's great. For Existential Crisis, we use empty to push ourselves around and then turn back into ourselves, and then we clear the stage. For Bottleneck, we're considering nothing as a form of physical space, so we can use nothing to push this rocket from a long distance onto a conveyor belt in order to clear this stage, because the rocket's going to push some stuff out of the way for us to move forward. That's great.
And that's the whole of the rocket trip hub world. That's done. Now the run gets weird.
Now we get to unlock a brand new stage in the map screen. This first stage is going to be fairly normal. There's not really much to say about it. It's going to be the next couple stages. Yeah, so it's oh well, there it goes. It's
gone. I beat it. Don't worry, I memorized it.
For these next couple stages, we're not actually going to be beating the stage. We're going to be turning the levels into different things. In this case, we're going to turn this level into a Baba. So now we've got a Baba instead of that level. For this level, we're going to turn it into a flag. Like I mentioned on the screen, we have a map, or we have a flag and a Baba condition on the map screen. So if we use those things, we can then win the map screen, which is important because winning the map screen takes us somewhere else.
Secret world. Welcome to the real Baba.
Welcome
to the question mark world.
And then we also have a second stage here, which says Welcome, which may be a typo, might be an accent. Either way, it does allow us to spell the phrase "love is me," which then allows us to turn me into a flag, and then we can win the stage. It's great.
Start using individual letters. There's a whole hub world themed around this, but this only comes up for 2 stages in this run. It's gone now. You can forget about it.
All right, so for this third area, Baba, Kiki, and the flag are all practicing social distancing. And so if they touch each other, bad things will happen. So we're not going to do that. And also, we're going to be careful around words, because words hurt us. I relate to that. I'm very sensitive.
If I face the wall, I stop existing, so I have to finagle this around without ever actually facing the wall, but you can kind of just walk through it. Yeah. Turn the corner, we have to win by turning the stage into a Baba, which allows us to make progress to the secret world. Not the secret world, that's what we just did. We're in the secret world now.
I thought we're in the secret world.
We're in the secret world, but now we're getting to the secret world.
Okay. And then after that,
one layer deeper.
It's the secret world after that, right?
It gets weirder from here, folks. Welcome to Baba. This game took me 30 hours to beat casually. Okay, it's a Baba now. So I can push this rock all the way over here, get through this water, and that takes us to the secret world.
So now we're in depths, and depths is even more about turning levels into things that aren't levels anymore. In this case, we're going to be making text is weak, and then we're going to be breaking a whole bunch of stuff all over the place in order to just make a big mess of things, really, so that we can then turn this level into a skull, because on this map screen that we're now in, which is also a level, by the way, skull not facing Baba is you. This is relevant. The not facing Baba part is relevant. We will get there later at the end of this particular level, but we will get there.
Skulls are player controllable objects on the map, so we have to turn this level into a skull to start with, which I've made a bit of a mess of, but that's okay. So now we get to go through to Exercise Hall. See if you can figure out this stage's gimmick.
This doesn't actually really do anything.
No, but I do have to tilt my head to see what I'm doing. It's over.
It's just disorienting.
Okay, crushes.
So in this case, we want to, I believe, turn this level into both text. Yeah, no, we're just turning it into text, right?
We're just turning it into text.
Right. So then, when you turn a level into text, obviously, level being a level, it turns the level into level text. We want that so we can build a sentence using the word level. By moving all that string of text past the skulls, we can then move the level. We can then get the level text, turn that into something else for later. Baba is level.
We can turn Baba into levels, which means we can get this key out, because otherwise, if the skull gets near Baba, it stops being you, which means I can't control it. Collaborative effort. The soul for this one is quite new and very hard to explain. So I'm feeding text is pull through the center. That way I can pull the text out here, and then I'm going to get the KK on the far left to overlap the skull as I turn it into text, which allows him to pass clean through without pushing it and making it block. So this one makes level is you, which means the stage moves when I do, which is somewhat inconvenient because I can't really see what I'm doing. Maybe stop. There we go. Level is me, so now the stage is a me, which allows the skull to get through, get this grass text. So now we start doing funny things with the stages themselves. We make level is push, means I can actually push the stages around on the map itself. I'm gonna feed level through over here to create is level. What am I gonna do with the level? I just have to find out. I'm gonna turn Baba into grass so I can get out of here. Run this flag text all the way over here, create flag is level, creating the final secret level in the secret level. I pressed the wrong button, which means I might have to do that all over again. Yes, I do. Balls. Read a donation real fast while I redo that.
Okay, I can do that. We have $10 from Cryteen, who says, it's too early for me to be awake, but I couldn't miss Baba Is You. Maybe I'll actually finish this game someday. Good luck on the run, Punchy.
Thank you very much. Okay, there we go. Flag is level, which means I can access the final secret stage, Endless Corridor. Okay, so this one I'm gonna turn the KK into Baba, and then I'm gonna make Baba is shift. When something is shift and it overlaps itself, waiting a turn enables it to move by itself. They push each other, and that grants us access to the final secret level, the meta. Welcome to Hot Potato, Meta 1.
So now that
This
we're
one I
in...
have to move the key without getting too close to it. Sorry, go on.
Now that we're in meta, things are going to get extra weird. We have one particular level that we're going to be revisiting we're going to be visiting a total of 3 times because we need to mess with things so much. At this point, you'll notice we do actually still clear stages. Sometimes clearing stages is necessary to get us to open up other stages. You'll notice that a lot of these stages appear blank, and so we have to clear a lot of them in order to make things actually happen.
Oh, Punchy falls. If Baba is not near the text on that stage, he dies. This is the stage that has to be revisited a minimum of 3 times in order to complete this hub world as efficiently as possible.
So the first time we're in it, we need to turn this level into a Baba because Baba is you. Once we turn the level into a Baba, we can move that Baba around and start messing with stuff. But then we're gonna need to revisit it later. Anyway, we can get there when we get there. For the time being, all you need to know is that we can't really walk past these ghosts because they're gonna spook us so bad that we're gonna cease to exist, basically. We don't want that, so we're gonna make for future levels, we're gonna try to get things out of the way or make a big chain of things. For canister, we have this word. We have this word. It's called word, and when something is word, that thing becomes a word of itself. So belt is word means that any belt object functions also as a belt text. So if you have like belt object is something, then
Is shift. Now the belt
Exactly.
is shift. Belt is word. There we go. It's all good. The belt text is through to the bottom. Make skull is shift. Then we can feed the belt text down there. Turn the belt into flag.
all
Which
right,
beats that stage.
don't blink. Okay, if you need to blink now. Don't blink.
Stage is over. Back to booby trap. Flag solve. Solving
So-
this one for flag.
We want to turn this level into a flag because flags function as door openers right now based on the current terms we have. So we need to turn this into a flag. We're going to have a flag. It's very important that we have a flag. We're going to feed this text through so then we can then we make the sentence level as flag.
There we go. The flag's open doors in this hub. I gotta get the cursor through. The cursor is a physical object that isn't always attached to a controllable thing, so I sometimes have to finagle to get the cursor back.
Yeah, it likes to attach to things that are like permeable, I guess.
Yes.
Not really solid, but permeable.
Okay, mutual feelings. We're gonna turn this level into flag and Baba at the same time, and we're gonna do this by way of turning Baba into a teleporter. We're gonna make flag and Baba overlap, then we're gonna make Baba and, well, a Baba overlap, which creates flag is Baba, creating another flag and a Baba that we can control on this side. Back to booby trap for one last time. We're gonna solve this one by turning it into flag and text at the same time. And this solve is actually kind of complicated, so like I have to do this in a fairly specific way. Because I gotta make text overlap, which is not something the game is generally like very amiable to.
Right, and that's what we have these belts for. The belts, or I guess more specifically, the shift mechanic allows us to make things overlap in a kind of a finagly way. And actually,
There we go.
This particular solve is necessary to access a certain secret level, as I recall, right?
Yes, it's like a hidden solution of sorts. But now that I've done it, I can skip about half of the meta instead of playing it. Because I've done it early.
But first, you have to actually separate level and flag from one another.
Yes.
Because you need to make sure that the flag can be used as a door opener here, and you also need to you can't do that if you have level, because it would exist on top of the flag and prevent you from pushing the flag into the door.
Yes. Now I've gotten through that. I'm going to make level as push once again. Now I can start maneuvering the levels around. I can use the levels as fodder to get through this puddle. I'm going to get cursor. Cursor is now an object I can mess with. So the cursor is on me right now. Weird. So in order to combat that, I'm going to make cursor is flag. Now there's a flag over here. How about that?
useful.
Now I need to make, provided I can figure out how to do it. I'm finagling this bit, but it's fine.
But you want to...
Flag is push and open, thus
Right.
turning the flag back into a key that I can maneuver around. Think of the flag as a key for this level, okay? Get through there. I'm going to position that flag next to stage 11 because I'm going to turn flag into cursor, which means that it will turn into a cursor and it can select level 11. That's the long meta menu.
It's
For
actually...
this stage, text has to be near either Baba or KK or it'll fall into the fire. So we have to make KK as hot repeatedly, push KK all the way up there, make him hot, he melts the ice, then I can get through. Tangle. This stage has to be solved twice for 2 different solves, and this is where the solutions get quite odd. It's great. This is my favorite. So first I have to make lava float. First I have to make lava float because if level becomes melt and flag, then it melts because the lava's touching it, which is no good. So now the level is a flag, but now I have to actually win it. I've won it. That's it. All I had to do is that. So now I'm on stage 15, the box. In order to clear this stage, I have to make level near flag is win, because the stage itself is near a flag on the map. Because I turned the previous stage into a flag, I win the stage. And that takes us to the final stage, the very end. All I gotta do is make all is done, and that will be time. All is done. Time. That's it. Run's over.
All is done.
Dunzo. That was actually pretty good.
Oh, real quick. I know that you just finished and that was amazing, but can I just say that we just got a $10,000 donation
Cool.
from
Nice.
Hempuli199 who says, thanks to Punchy. Thanks to
Hempuli's the
Punchy
developer.
for taking up the challenge, and my apologies to Punchy's fingers. Thanks to GDQ staff for all their hard work setting up this and the other events and brightening our years every year. Have a great rest of the event and year, everyone. I just needed to throw that in. I thought that was really amazing. Sorry.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. No problem. Yep, that's the developer of the game. Screen name Hempuli, real name Arvi Takari, I think. I can't pronounce names properly, I'm sorry. This would be the credits if I hadn't turned everything into done, so I've destroyed everything. You don't get credits, it's all a jumbled mess. But yeah, thank you very much. Your game is very good. I enjoy it quite a lot. It's also deceptively high APM. My hands are a wreck now. I'm billing you. You get my medical bills. Yes, thank you very much. Thanks for watching, everyone. I've been Punchy. If you enjoyed the run, please follow me on Twitch. Apparently we're allowed to do those self-promotional bits now. I thought we weren't, but I've heard at least 5 of those now, so I'm doing one myself. And thank you, Will, for joining me
You're welcome.
on Coke. Anything you want to plug, pal?
I did not. I mean, yes, but I'm good.
Not as shameless. Right, thank you for having us. You can cut us off anytime now.
Wow. That was, wow. That game is fascinating. Oh my goodness. I'm sure you all agree. Are you as confused as I am, or as impressed as I am, or just, I don't even know exactly how to feel about it, but that was awesome. Great work again to Punchy, and I think that's it. That's like all I can say. I'm at a loss for words. So I think all I can do right now is read all these wonderful donations that came in honor of this past Baba Is You run. We had a $200 donation from Effie who said, Baba is you? No, Baba is $200 donation, and said, good luck, Punchy. Punchy did great. Oh my goodness. There was a $10 donation from Zello34 who said, Punchy is Baba, is you, is Big Brain. We also had a $10 donation from Sunsinger who said, always keen for a Punchy run. Thank you so much for this event, as always. There was a $30 donation from Dark Sardine who said, shout out to this South African leatherback sea turtle. Apparently sea turtle is a thing. We had a $10 donation from the DRN, the Dern, who said, keep up the good work, H Bomber Guy, and remember to poggers those boomers. Okay. We had a $50 donation from Kaiju Cats, who says, Rose is red, violet is blue, SGDQ is win. Baba is you. Shout out to all the Babas and Kikis in the world that work to make this world a better place, like this wonderful community. All right, we are going to go to a few ads and we will be back very shortly. NIS America Inc. is a publisher of Japanese video games. They publish action platformers like Mad Rat Dead and Pretty 1 and 2 Exploded and Reloaded. Mad Rat Dead releases October 30th, 2020, which is coming up. Also, Pretty 1 and 2 Exploded and Reloaded releases October 13th, 2020, even sooner. To find out more, go to prinnies.com. That is PRINNIES.com. Alrighty. To follow up on the wonderful Baba is You energy, there were a few more, and I think we all know that that run was so much and, and so crazy that there wasn't a lot of time to read donations. However, there was so much love coming forward for Punchy. We had a $50 donation from Zokubun who said, "Keyboard is clacking, chill puzzle solving morning. GDQ is win." Donation goes to Runner's Choice. I love the haikus. Please, more haikus for me. I would love to read more haikus. We had a $5 donation from Eddie Satch. Eddie Sack, who said, "Did you know Baba's favorite food is frozen noodles?" Is that true? We had a $10 donation from Cure Light Wounds, who said, "SGDQ is love. Donor is me." Oh, here's a haiku. This was $200 donation. Thank you so much. This is from Shadowed Navi 208, who says a haiku. "Baba is donate. Punchy is speedrun and win. MSF is love." Thanks to the GDQ staff for making this event happen. All right, we have a $100 donation from Dare Heinen. Hopefully, I said that right. I always try to do my best.